Hello and welcome back to the Green Brick channel. In this video, I'm going to be opening and building these Speed Champions sets from 2015, which was the inaugural year of the Speed Champions theme. And also I'm going to be building and reviewing this brick-built RC car that was kindly provided to me by CaDA. So there actually were 7 sets as part of the inaugural year and release back in March 2015. I'm missing the Ferrari truck, which is the largest set. So check it out. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to build all the single pack cars first. Then I'm going to throw in this build and review. And then finally we'll come back and build the larger sets. So something interesting that I've noticed, back in 2015, they used this teal color for the Speed Champions logo. 2016, they used a lime green. 2017, they used a dark yellow. And then from there on out, this is 2018, 19, and the modern Gen 2 cars, they all used the silver Speed Champions logo. The first 4 cars that I'm going to build include the McLaren P1, the Porsche 918 Spider, the LaFerrari, and the Ferrari 458 Italia GT2. Here are the contents for these 4 cars. Each of them have 3 bags and an extra small bag for the wheel covers. They all have sticker sheets, though the one for the 458 Italia has a larger sticker sheet. More stickers for the sponsors, which is reasonable because it's a race car. All 4 of these cars utilize the same elements for the fenders, wheels, and pieces to build up the chassis. The only printed pieces in these sets are the canopies for the McLaren and for the 458. The other canopies are unprinted, and everything else that's decorated will be done by sticker. And I'm going to build these without the stickers and then apply them all at the end. You can tell the early years of the Speed Champions theme was geared more towards a younger crowd. You can tell by the age suggestion on the boxes, and also the side builds. Each car has a little side build. Well, most of them anyway. And then it was geared more towards play, whereas today's cars, the theme has evolved and has been geared more towards older kids, teenagers, and adults. So much more displayable model. You can tell in the complexity of the builds too. We're using a lot of bricks here in this very small car, whereas the larger, more detailed ones use a lot smaller pieces to get all of the details and shaping. Here's a look at the minifigures and their cars before the decals are applied. And here's how they look afterwards. This is the McLaren P1. Now the stickers are essential in these builds. Without them, you wouldn't be able to distinguish what model of car this was, or probably even what make. This is pretty much the best you can do at this scale, especially with the availability of pieces that the LEGO design team had back in 2015. So I'm not going to really compare these to the real thing, because you can see just the level of curvature in the real thing is just beyond what LEGO pieces are capable of at this scale. This is the Porsche 918 Spider. The silver paint job is represented by medium stone LEGO bricks. Have a red contrasting interior. And in the back there's a little bit too much studs for my taste. Most of the top surface is left studded. I actually built this before and I modded it to be a spy car. This is the LaFerrari in its classic red color. I like the use of the piece for the splitter in the front. I would like to see LEGO make a Ferrari in a different color other than red. I don't know, maybe a yellow? The back end is pretty smooth, very little studs showing. But then you see them showing up on the sides and in the front. The 458 Italia GT2 grabs your attention with all of its colors from the stickers that are applied. And I appreciate the fact that there are licensed sponsors, such as UPS. It gives the car more realism, more believability. And I like how the spoiler is built and sits in place. It's not moving around on you when you're grabbing a hold of it and playing with it. I have 2 more Speed Champ sets to build in this video, but let's switch it up and build and review this, which is the RUF CTR Yellowbird from 2017. This was a 30-year anniversary make in real life. There's the real car. And just first impressions, it's not Lego, right? So I admit I'm a Lego purist. So whenever I got used bricks from a haul or something, I would take every piece that wasn't Lego brand, put it in a box, and then just leave it there permanently, indefinitely. But that being said, I'm willing to try other companies to see what they have to offer, because let's be honest, Lego keeps on increasing their prices, and we need some other competitors to give them a run. So I'm looking forward to building this, and it's an RC car. You can see the wheels will turn. Looks like it comes with a remote, and you can hook it up, download an app and control it from your phone or your tablet. You can program or just control it remotely. I'm not going to do that in this video, but let me know if you're interested to see how that works. I must say the box art is pretty professional looking. So it's got this matte finish with like a blurred out photo of a street in the back, maybe a German street. But the car itself, has this shine to it, and it's actually raised up from the box. So when I rub my finger across the car, I can feel the curvature, the bumps. It's especially satisfying just rubbing it over this bumper, the headlight. I can actually feel it sticking out of the box. Fender, I don't know, it's just something unique and it's cool. All right, I'm excited. Opening a CaDA product for my first time. Always cut away from your hand, away from yourself. I take it the remote was in there at one time. Okay, because the remote control was outside of its box, I hear something rattling inside. I hope it didn't break. Otherwise, we've got 5 bags. Got some tires, pieces that look like they would be compatible with Lego. And the windscreen, which is bagged separately, printed. That's very nice. No sticker sheet. And check this out. All right, this is a good sign. We've got a solid green light, so at least we know this remote can take some abuse and still function. It was pretty cool when I turned this on. So I've got it all powered up here, but still got to build the car. I suspect that Customs opened up this box to get a better look at that remote, because you saw when I dumped it out of the box, this tape was already cut. Even the plastic packaging has been tampered with. And also check this out. So there's additional tape that sealed up this set that I don't think is from the manufacturer. I think this tape is, and then Customs probably opened it up and then retaped it with just some plain old Scotch tape. Not part of the review, but a funny note. When I opened this box, I could smell like the sea, the fishy salt water. I don't know, maybe that was just my imagination. I'm not going to take any points away from packaging, because I don't think that was their fault. In fact, I'm going to give them an extra point for packaging this printed windscreen in a separate bag. And I did find a sticker sheet that was tucked into the manual. Also, something I'd noticed on the box, there are a couple QR codes. Now, I wasn't able to load the video properly, but I did make it to the website, and you can get this set for 30 bucks. CaDA's got a nice web page for the Yellowbird, showing what it's all about, as well as the roof group and what they're all about. There's nice photo comparisons between the real car and the model, and just a lot of high quality photos. 222 pieces for this model. We've got dimensioning and some more colored photos, and then important product information as well as some fun facts. So I've got the pieces all sorted out and wanted to give special attention to some of these, such as the brick separator. Feels good to hold, looks really cool. The painted wheels really shine. Got printed headlights. Now there's some pieces that Lego doesn't produce. Like for example, this 2x2 plate with this slope that's only 1 plate thickness. These bricks with bows are only 2/3 the height of a regular Lego brick. And this wedge plate with no studs. I think Lego did something like this before. Good to see a return there. Now these, there's only one difference in comparison to Lego bricks. There's an extra plate notched out of the slope. Now this slope, there's actually 3 different flat surfaces. It's not just one continual smooth slope. And we have a snot brick or bracket, but the studs on the sides come at it at an angle. In browsing through the manual, I appreciate the use of a gray tone to represent bricks that you've already put down, and all of the new stuff is what's colorful. And also it's very clear where your studs are going to make the attachment. Okay, one last thing before we get building. The tops of the studs have the CaDA logo and are compatible with Lego bricks. As an adult builder and engineer myself, I still have to focus and make sure I'm doing things right. So I don't think a 6-year-old would be able to build this set themselves. If you're in the States, you're in kindergarten if you're 6 years old. And I think you're going to need help from your parents. So the stickers are pretty high quality, as you would expect with Lego, on a clear-backed sticker sheet. But I do quote OneRepublic in saying that it feels so wrong doing the right thing. So we've got this one large sticker across multiple pieces. Now I get why they did that, so you don't have gaps when you're applying 3 different stickers, and I'm fine with that. As well as this sticker here, across the edges of a plate and a tile. Otherwise, I think the stickers do add good detail. Now, there is one where it's obvious that it doesn't match the yellow of the plastic. So for that sticker, I would have recommended them just doing the black print on the sticker and just not doing any yellow. These are the 2 pieces I was left over with. I'm sure the pin was intentional, but I don't think the slope was. Now, I do appreciate how everything comes together. It was an enjoyable building experience. The clutch power of the bricks, was that what you would expect of Lego? I like how the fender lip is a little bit wider in the back versus the front. I didn't notice that at first. Even the back tires stick out further than the fronts. Everything shapes up pretty well in the front. A view from up above reveals a lot of studs showing on the interior. The yellow paint does not match the plastic really well, but as a kid, I don't think you're going to care about that. You're going to care about the functionality, which I'll be getting to in a moment, but wanted to show you kind of a ground level look at things here. So it feels like you're getting a lot with this, just with the weight of it, with the power hub, and especially once the batteries are in there, you feel like you've got something substantial here. So I just mopped, but I thought that'd make for a more fun test drive with a little bit of a slick surface. So let's try this thing out. I'm having so much fun. I just need to practice my driving skills. Well, speaking of which, let's do some crash testing. All right, looks like we are A-okay. No damage. All right, now we're gonna test this out on concrete. All right, let's test out its range. Uh-oh, lost the roof. Yeah, range is successful. All right, here's where I ended up. Missing some pieces. So we just took a little bit of damage running over a bump in the sidewalk there. But man, the test drive was so much fun. I would recommend this product to kids of all ages, whether you're an adult kid, a kid, teenager kid. Yeah, I see a lot of potential in this too. You can customize it because it's fully brick built. Yeah, just an awesome thing. All right, now as promised, let's get to building these two sets. For the McLaren Mercedes pit stop, we have 3 building stages and 1 highly reflective sticker sheet. For the Porsche 911 GT finish line, hey, are they racing the wrong way? Maybe they're just coming back. Well, we've got 4 building stages, and the manuals and sticker sheets are bagged separately, and it looks like there's 3 sticker sheets for this one. And there's an extra bag of parts. So I'm gonna go about this in the same manner as I did with the other cars. I'm going to build everything and then apply the stickers later. The build process is complete, and now it's time to add the stickers. And now the stickers are applied. So there are 3 minifigures included, 1 driver and 2 in the pits. They have their sponsorships on the fronts and the backs of the jackets. The pits include a mobile fuel cart, a couple extra spare tires and wheels, representation of compressed air lines where your minifigures can hook up their air guns and change out the tires. These just go up and down when they need to. This is a launcher for the car to get out of the pits quickly. I'll show you how that works in a moment. Over here you've got a couple cabinets with some tools. Up above you've got some screens where the pit crew is analyzing the car's performance, fuel levels and such. And over here you've got a tool rack and an extra piece for your Formula One car. You gotta love the reflective stickers on this. It just brings the model to life, especially under some lighting. Now, I think the overall proportions are good. This is a fun toy to play with. We can't really compare it to the real thing, at this scale anyway. I think they should have included some slicks for the tires. Maybe the spares could be rain tires, but really feel like they should have had tires without any grooves in them. So the extra nose provided was so that you can change out this one as they do in real life during the race, change out a damaged nose. But in this case, this is a totally different car. It's you know, the teammate, number 22. So actually I have 2 copies of this set, so I can have both cars running at the same time. So the idea is that you pull your Formula One car into the pits. You'll make a connection with that yellow clip because there's a bar in the back of your Formula One car. Clip that into place. Your team can fuel you up, change out your tires, and then you're ready to go. This is definitely a fun little playset. Also, you have extra clips on that cart where you can clip on those signs when you're not using them. Now let's get the bags opened for the Porsches. 551 pieces, lots of stickers. Let's get building. The build is complete, and all that's left are the sticker jobs. And stickers are now applied. This set includes 4 minifigures, which are 2 drivers, an official, and a reporter. There's 2 spare hats for the drivers whenever they're not racing. Let's get the drivers in their cars and have a closer look. This is the 911 RSR. All of the decorations are done with stickers. Considering it's a race car, the sticker sheet is on a white background that matches the plastic pretty well. And just the design patterns itself make me forgive all of the stickers. Now, this is the best view, I think, for being able to determine what make and model this car is. That does speak 911 to me. Now, going around to the back, I like the use of the lightsaber hilts for the exhaust tips. And in general, I think it's a pretty solid car. The 911 GT3R Hybrid has a lot of the same building techniques, and it looks very similar to the RSR once it's complete. However, the color scheme is striking. I really like the use of the orange bricks. It makes this car look unique and stand out in the crowd of the Speed Champions cars. Also, I like the skeleton arms used for the spoiler attachment. To get this race started, you slowly pull on this Technic axle and it will drop some lights. Oh, drop, there we go. There we go. And then once you see green, you start the race. And at the end of the race, you'll put your drivers on this podium. Well, there's only 2 cars in this race, but there's a 3rd spot as well. And I really enjoyed the podium build. I really like the brick built checkered pattern. And there's 8 flags representing 8 countries. And what you do is you just choose them by random, whatever your country you want to represent, and then put them in these spots, and then announce the winners, and that's it. There are gold and silver trophies for first and second. However, I think we're missing the champagne bottle. I really like the railing, how it's using the flex tube. It's just satisfying how it comes together. Here's a backside look at the podium, and underneath you have some tools. And off to the side, you also have a tool cart. Yep, there's a screwdriver in there, and a wrench, and a spare tire. Let me know your thoughts about the inaugural year release of Speed Champions cars. Sorry didn't get to review the Ferrari truck. And also tell me what you think about this CaDA RC car. I had a lot of fun test driving it today.